Why is one man spared while another taken? To this day, I couldn't give you an answer. But death comes for us all. Eventually. When you lose over 6,000 men in 4 hours, it's easy for one death to become just another number. But all I knew was my best friend was gone, and that part of me wished I had been taken instead. The dead, when they've settled their debts, it's up to the living to pick up the tab.
A life is only important in proportion to its impact on the lives of others.
We come into this world with our eyes closed, and most of us choose to live our whole lives that way. We blindly follow anyone who will lead us, giving ourselves over to anything that provides us with a sense of purpose.
He leaves behind family, friends, fellow Marines, and a grateful nation.
I lost my son, and it taught me the importance of seizing the moment, of saying what needs to be said when you have the chance. There are some days we never forget. Moments burned into our memory until the day we die. Where were you the day everything changed? 4 years ago, one man tried to destroy our way of life. One man tried to throw the world into darkness. It felt like we could never find our way back. I'm Jonathan Irons. I want to offer you a second chance. You deserve to fight for a military that's as effective as you are. There's an old military saying, you treat your men like you would your own beloved sons, and they'll follow you into the deepest valley. Atlas is an internationally registered private company. We don't need Congress.
He knows. Irons knows.
There are rumors that the UN will offer you a seat on the Security Council. Can a life in politics be far behind?
Well, I like to get things done, so no.
He knew and he let it happen. All those people dead and he fucking profited from it. You're insane! You're a monster!
I know this is difficult, and I need you to move past that. This is bigger than any of us. There's no turning back from this.
Unfortunately, my appearance today has been clouded by a flurry of speculation that my company is developing a weapon of mass destruction which would be capable of targeting specific ethnic groups. I want to address these allegations head on. Are we developing such a weapon? No, we are not. Because we've already developed it. The United Nations is a relic from a different time when nations were unique in their ability to solve the world's problems. I have sent people to die in your wars, so I feel uniquely qualified to tell you, your wars don't work.
Which is why my priorities have changed. From profits to policy. Because politicians don't know how to solve problems. So let's be clear. I am here to solve the world's problems. And I believe the world's problems begin with you.
A direct attack on the U.S.? Are we sure Irons is even up for that?
Irons just murdered thousands of innocent people on U.S. soil.
I've cheated death many times. Got right up close to it. It was never something I welcomed, but with it comes serenity. Clarity that you'd never expect. You experience the present as the inevitable destination of every step you've taken towards it. And in that same moment, you see a different path stretch out in front of you. The path you could have taken at the first step. We are all on this road together. The good men who fight for wrong causes, and the corrupt men who cloak themselves in righteousness. Each one of them convinced they are on the side of the angels. But every journey has an end, and death can only be cheated for so long. We had thrown everything we had at Atlas and come up short. Now it was time to pay the price.
The wheat from the chaff, the strong from the weak. The ancient Spartans knew the true meaning of warfare. That truth has been lost to us for 2 millennia.
What of your son, Will? What was he? Wheat or chaff?
Will was the victim of the misguided policies of the United States government.
Will died fighting for what he believed in.
Of course, the tragedy is, dying for what you believe in doesn't make it true.
Don't stop. Don't.
Irons gave me a second chance, and I gave it back. He thought he could solve the world's problems. If he did have the answer, he took it with him to the grave. But he was right about one thing. This wasn't the end. It was just the beginning.